everybody, we're just going to say a few nice words about Rust. Bunch of cunts.
Tell you what, the drummer.
And I told people about his band from Australia. Oh mate, Rust, we're going to watch them. Right?
Shifty as cunts, man. Shifty.
Watch him, man.
Rust, best Aussie Oi band in Australia. What do you reckon, Deb? Fucking nice. Good shit.
I look like a tall man. Yeah, all right.
Thank you. We've only got a couple more. We'll see you later.
I'm Gaz, I'm the singer of Rust. I'm just going to give you a brief history, a bit of a rundown on the band.
Gaz is a force of nature, brilliant band, and the band are absolutely superb. So hope we do it again and have a few bevies. Cheers, lads.
Rust is where Oi meets hard rock head on and creates something absolutely new. Street rock and roll with corrosive power, real attitude, real anger, real aggression. It's fantastic.
Hi, I'm Colleen Caffeine, and I'd like to talk about my experience with Rust. However, most of it is rated X. Great guys, love you guys.
Rust? Rust. Is that what we're doing here?
Yes.
I thought this was for roast tattoo.
Oh man.
Same thing.
I thought about it and said, yeah, I'll have a sing. I've been sober about 6 years at the time, and I needed something fun to do, so we gave it a go.
Strippers and fools. Let them all, there are no rules. Dirty, desperate, homeless man. Captains of industry, sword and pants. Where will you sleep when the sun sets today? Under the stairs or in the doorway. Razor blade, alley, Calvert Lane. Drink your vino to ease your pain. Suicide Sunday. You drink your tea. Making arms, they shake the tin. Smell of pisses in the air. Like a John Doe, but no one cares. Where would you sleep when the sun sets today? Under the stairs or in the doorway. Razor blade, alley, Calvert Lane. Drink your vino to ease your pain. Suicide Sunday, love the rain. Suicide Sunday, Calvert Lane. Suicide Sunday, razor blade. Suicide Sunday, love the rain. Suicide Sunday, Calvert Lane. Suicide Sunday, razor blade. Suicide Sunday out in the rain. Suicide Sunday, Talbot Lane. Smell of pisses in the air. Nothing can go, but no one cares. Where will you sleep when the sun sets today? Under the stairs or in the doorway. Razor blade, alley, Talbot Lane. Drink your vino to ease your pain. Suicide Sunday, out in the rain. Suicide Sunday, Talbot Lane. Suicide Sunday, razor blade. Suicide Sunday, out in the rain. Suicide Sunday, Talbot Lane. Suicide Sunday, razor blade. Suicide Sunday, yeah.
I got a call off Gaz himself. We're both pretty down and out. Gaz had been booted from his last band.
Yeah, I got a call from Chuckles back in 2005. Asking if I want to join some punk band, sort of playing some of the old stuff, sort of old school style, maybe UK 82.
I first came across Rust when we were down in Australia playing, and I absolutely loved them live. More importantly though, great band, rock and roll, punk rock attitude, really nice people, and anyone who doesn't know Rust, fucking sort yourselves out and go and pick up a CD and support one of the best bands on the scene, okay? I'm Ian from Control and Weir's on. Go follow Rust.
Bit of a set going, and we played our first show on the floor at Lansdowne Hotel. It was pretty wild, in your face, going off, and I thought, yeah, I want a bit more of this.
There's a lot of bands in the world that play our sort of music, punk rock, street punk, call it what you want. But there's also a lot of bands that are very loyal and travel, not always when it's financially possible to do so, not always for the glory, because they've got it in their heart, it's their passion, and Rust is one of them bands. And it's a pleasure to always see the guys over here, to share a beer with them, and I wish them all the best.
We'll see you later. I hope it warms up the GB fucking age.
Yeah, the guitar player is a doppelganger of our drummer, Scott.
So distraught. Has anyone seen my twin brother? I've heard he's in Australia playing for some shitty band called Rust or something like that. What a waste of talents, what a waste of looks. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
I was kind of like, fuck's he doing, you know?
Yeah, we had some more touring to do, and Bev answered the call, and he's been a fully fledged member of us with Rust ever since.
Hello, my name's Bevan. I play guitar in Rust, and I've been doing it for about 5 years. And I'm just editing up this video right now. Look, I'm watching all you crazy motherfuckers and having a good laugh. Cheers.
However, there are certain bands in Australia who are superb. Rose Tattoo, for example, and of course the Saints, and of course AC/DC and the Angels. But there's one band that shave their heads a little close, but they're very good. They're called Rust.
Dave couldn't tour. He just didn't like it. So we hit Bevan up to come and tour the States with us, and he couldn't do it. So we ended up with Trev from Plan of Attack, and it was really cool. We had a great time. 2 years later, Bevan came with his tail between his legs, got the Rust tattoo on his...
Hi, I'm Darren. I play bass and guitar for Rust from Sydney. They're a great band. I was asked in 2012 to fill in on bass, so I didn't want to miss an opportunity, so I grabbed it, and it's been a hell of a ride since then. It's been great.
We had quite a few tours coming up, and Ferns couldn't make it for one reason or another, and we recruited Darren, guitarist from Mouthguard, to come and play bass for us on a few tours. He's ended up staying and sometimes plays rhythm guitar. There's a couple of versions of Rust. Bev's away, and we've got a Punk's Picnic or something. Dave will play guitar. My favourite is the 5-piece with Bev and Darren and Ferns. It's thunderous.
And then after a while, I was like, he's like a prize fighter going into the ring. He takes it very, very seriously what he's doing there. Dags is doing the same thing. Bev is doing the same thing. Smurf is doing the same thing. You know, they're in the zone, and that's a very cliche thing to say, and it sounds a little bit corny, but they are. They're really in it. It's like they're out there to really rip faces off.
Rust has given me some money to review the CD for his new band, Rust, and here it is. It's a really good album. It's not as good as the Beatles, but it's still pretty good.
Völlig nett, die Rockstars, sie zahlen ihren Flug, kommen nach Europa, rocket Europa und man kann gut mit ihnen trinken.
You know, Rust is one of those bands that they take rock and roll and they strip it down to its purest form. They make some brilliant fucking music. Might sound like it's easy to do, but I assure you that shit ain't.
So anyway, I meet Gaz. Gaz says, how you going, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, wouldn't mind doing something with you. And then, of course, you turned around and said, let's go and have a kebab one night. So we went and had a kebab. Next thing you know, I get a phone call saying, we need the guitarist. I said, Russ, one of our guys has just quit. So I thought, yeah, beauty, not a problem. So I turned up at the rehearsal studio and Gaz yourself turns around and says, well, actually, we lost both guitarists, so you're going to have to fill the fucking spot.
It was in the deep end, so to speak.
No winging about it. Anyway, I learned 14 songs in 7 days and smashed them out, and that was pretty much the end of the story. So that was when I started with Rust.
Actually lifted Rust to another dimension, and we put out Lean Mean Street Machine.
We're here in autumnal England, where the weather is tranquil. The leaves remind me of rust. They are rusty, and they fall to the floor, and compost rust.
So basically, I think as I recall, I can't remember, neither of us remember who contacted each other. But I was starting to write some heavy punk bluesy songs with Ferns, and Gary was starting to do some other stuff with some new people after Crucified Venus had fallen apart. He and I got together and had a couple of cups of coffee a few times, and were playing each other demos that we'd done of previous bands' material that we were going to bring into it, and it sort of blossomed from there.
I weren't sure if I gave him a call or Chuckles gave him a call, but he was pretty keen, and we got it all together, and I recruited a guy called Patrick who played in a Northern Beaches punk band called Gravel Rush as second guitarist.
Gaz asked me to join Rust or fill in on a tour they were doing to England to play Rebellion, and I got the CDs and I loved the band, and like an idiot, because I had other commitments at the time, I declined. And I've sat back the last 4 or 5 years watching these guys go around the world, kick major ass. This new CD's unbelievable, and here I am going, you're an idiot, Phil. You're an absolute idiot. You had a chance and you missed it, but I love the boys.
My name is Frankie Loyal. I play in a band called the Round Line Collective. We're from Los Angeles. I'm here to speak some words about some friends of ours from Australia, and I'm talking about a band called Rust. A great band indeed.
I've been going to see Rust for around 10 years now. First time I saw them was in October, of course, over in Manly show. To be honest, I thought they were pretty average.
みんな知らないと思うんだけど、ラストっていうバンドがシドニーにいてめちゃくちゃかっこいいんだよね。俺はシドニーで一番好きなバンド。
All round spot on band. If you ain't seen them yet, you need to.
Oi oi, Aussie rock and roll. Come on lads.
Hi, I'm Sam. And I'm Barbara, and we are the key members of the STP crew.
Awesome guys, great band. Love ya, Rust.
Enter AJ from the Core. That was very interesting times. He was in 2 other bands. He was 20 years younger than us. Fun times were to be had, but we wanted to go interstate and do a lot more shows, and he couldn't fit us in, so we parted ways. But he helped write Black Rats and did a lot of work on that second mini album.
I had some mutual friends that for some time, told me if you ever get a chance to see this band, or you get a chance to meet Gaz, their singer, it'd probably be a good thing because you guys have a lot in common aside from music, and you guys will probably end up becoming fast friends. And I'm happy to say that happened, but our friendship is carried on through the years.
Gear. There's only one type of amplifier. It's called a valve amplifier. Everything else is a tranny. Not even transsexual, but as in transistor.
Great band, great bunch of fellas. Good to have them as friends. Oi oi, Aussie rock and roll.
Rust, great band from Australia. 100% every time, wherever they play.
But seriously, Gary Campbell is a wanker.
Well, here's what I can say. Fucking top band.
Definitely. Good lads. It's been a pleasure playing again with them.
Yeah. And
Rebellion, we'll see you at Rebellion.
Yeah, Rebellion's coming up. In another couple of years, I'll be back, and I'm sure we'll be playing more gigs together. And hopefully, we'll get over to Australia and play with these lads.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking ace band.
That'd be cool.
One of my faves.
That's it.
What more can I say?
Fuck off and let's get breakfast.
Yeah, the sound, my bass sound, I play clean. I've got a Lab Systems 300 watt bass amp. They're made in Melbourne. Don't think they make them anymore. And I just turn it up and not really sure. I don't really have any special sound.
The thing I like about them as people is they're very humble and down to earth and very gracious. Proper, in the most legitimate sense. When it comes time for them to hit the stage, that dynamic changes almost instantly. They go from 0 to 1,000 in a matter of no time at all.
We love the band. They're fast. Yeah, they're loud. And we love them. We do love them. Yeah, and we miss them, and it's a pity we only get to see them every other year. And just one footnote, Cindy, get on a fucking plane.
And it's a Maxwell Pearl kit that I got at Vinnie's for $50. And I just recorded 2 more new tracks on that same friggin' kit. Admittedly, it's got some good skins on it, and a new snare, and some awesome cymbals from my endorsed sponsor, Kazan. But yeah, still the same old $50 kit from Vinnie's.
I'll never forget the first time I seen Rust. We were at Rebellion, and the guy on the Rebellion stall says, "Go and check out this Australian band." They're playing down the stairs in the arena. Best thing I ever did was go down and see them.
What can I say about Rust?
Hey guys, big shout out for Rust in Australia from the Bristol Rock Shop, and thanks for the birthday gig. See you again next year. Cheers.
Well, it went from being a good band to when they released Mean Street Machine to being a great band.
Oi, 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 Aussie rock and roll.
Hi, I'm Knucklehead's wife, Gary, the singer of Rust. What's it like being the wife of the singer? It's busy. I take a lot of videos, I do the merch stand, but I also get to enjoy the power that Rust pulls into the crowd. It's never a dull show, never.
They're just powering, going from strength to strength.
So we're punk rockers, that's what we do, So oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Punk rock till the day we die.
But Rust is just fucking awesome. They are.
What more can I say? But look out the world, and here we come.
Rock Shop to Rust in Sydney, Australia. Fantastic guys, keep up the good work. The best street punk band going. Can't wait to see you again, maybe next year. Thank you.
I'm the merch bitch. It's amazing. Those guys are really inspirational. All the Rustettes are beautiful too. I feel like I've become a Rustette.
I'd just like to say that Rust have changed my life. All for the worse. Yeah, I've been watching Rust for a couple of years now, and I enjoy the music. And when people ask me what's a good band from Australia, I mention Rust. So yeah.
Yeah, fabulous.
Promised us in Britain, kept it up in Australia. Thanks, Gaz, Smurf, Bev, Firms, the whole lot. All brilliant. Awesome.
Oh, no, there's this guy from Australia. Let me find out the name of his band. I was listening up on Instagram. I think Dave Ross. Let me see who this dude is.
Dave Ross, he was in Vicious Circle.
I think that's who it is, yeah.
Vicious Circle.
Yeah.
I remember that band.
Yeah, they've been out here a few times too, about a month ago.
Let me see if it's the same dude, but either way, like I said, he announces like the name of the band right there. Oh no, his name's Mark Davies.
Mark Davies, that's Forrest, yeah. He replaced, I was in a band called Berserk that used to play with Matt.
Are you in a band right now?
Yeah.
You're on tour?
Russ.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
You guys are playing where?
We just did our last one last night.
Pomona was the last one.
Pomona.
Can't fucking talk.
Oh yeah.
Great to see what the guys have done, touring Europe, America, played all over Australia. They've played the Rebellion Festival in the UK a few times. They've built up a loyal following through a lot of hard work. Also, as a band, I see them as like a bridge between what happened with Aussie street music, stuff like the Coloured Balls, Rose Tattoo, X, even the Angels, that sort of stuff, and what was happening in the UK with Oi and street punk music, stuff like Cocksparrow, Cockney Rejects, all that sort of great stuff.
Without doubt, one of my favourite Australian bands. Good on you guys.
Rust were playing, they were like awesome as always, and I was just in the mosh pit having a good old mosh, and then next minute Gaz stops, he's like, oh, I've just got a little announcement to make, and then like Mickey calls me over, so I was like just moshing around, I was like, went over, I was like, oh, what's up Mickey? The next minute Gaz hands in the microphone, and he's just like, Renee, will you marry me? I was just like, what? And the next minute he's got a ring out. So I got the microphone off him. I was just like, fuck yeah! Thank you.
Hey, I'm fucked.
It's the best I've ever seen. It's fucking
Ah, sorry.
Your phone's ringing.
Oh, fuck! How long do we have to do this for? Tell me.
Just go. This is one of Gary's good friends, Tony Toy. They've been mates since they were kids. And Gaz has a lot of patience and tolerance for this boy, but he loves him like a brother.